How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? A lot of people are resonating with the herbal knowledge that I'm spreading, and I'm happy for that, because in reality we are all herbalists. I consider us all to be herbalists. You do not need a certification. You do not need all you need is experience, guys. Okay, whether that experience comes from, being led by a master herbalist, by a master that you know, by a local herbalist, by your friend, by your mama, by your fucking dog, and you just copy what he does. It does not need to be certified. We are all herbalists, whether you know about one herb or 100 herbs. Okay, we have this idea that, to be an herbalist, we must have this education, this indoctrination. For some reason, we need a paper that tells us we are something. All you need is experience, guys. Okay, if you've ever wanted to become an herbalist or wanted to connect with the herbalist in you, type in love. I would love to know. Type in the word love. I would love to know how many people. I'll talk about a little something. Part 2 is up. Part 1, I talked about, lesson 1, I talked about, very briefly, I talked about pairing your herbs correctly. Or preparing, I should say, preparing your herbs correctly. A lot of people don't understand the float, sink. Okay, herbs that float go with herbs that float. Herbs that sink go with herbs that sink. All right, they are prepared differently. Herbs that float are a lot more gentle. They're a lot more lighter. All right, think of flowers that float on the water. Think of feathers that float on the water. Very light. Okay, the things that are light are the things that are a lot more gentle. Okay. Yeah, you can't know it all, and you never should act like you do know it all. Okay, because you're always a student. As long as you're alive, or as long as this entire life, this entire soul experience is all just being a student the entire time. Okay. The reason why we're here is so that we can be a student. The reason why the spirit is here is so that it can be a student. Okay. If it wanted to know it all, it would just become God again. Just go back to source. There's no fun in knowing it all, though. You know what I mean? That's why we hop out on these journeys, to do what we do. Have fun, play, learn, experience, share our experience, learn from each other. I follow a each one, teach one philosophy. Okay? That's why we have an academy now, Life and Nature Academy. If you want to learn more about that, head over to the link in our bio. We have a whole academy now that's going to teach body, the knowledge on the body, the mind, the emotions, the herbs, certain therapies and exercises that you can do. Yeah, it's a whole uncensored academy. Okay. And community. Eventually we're gonna have yearly meetups, all that type of stuff. But stage 4 cancer. I would love for them to book a consultation with me, but I will say what I can't say, knowing as much as I know. Bone cancer. Okay. So I want you to understand this about cancer. Cancer is simply the state of damage that the body or that specific organ or specific system is in. Okay. It's just the measure of how much damage is being done. If it was not that much damage to the bone, it'd be an itis. Okay? If it was more chronic damage, it'd be a chronic disease. If it's to the point where it's dying off very rapidly, it's cancer. Okay? I want you to understand that. Not to think of cancer as some bad guy attacking you, something to attack, something to fear. Right? Because it's just your own body damaging its own self due to what is in it, what you are not removing. Okay? And that goes with all sickness. I don't want anybody to ever think that, you know, they play these games where they'll put a name on it so that's something to fear, right? They'll have this fear complex over you, and you know, they'll tell you, we're gonna attack it, right? We're gonna burn it. We're gonna burn that fat. We're gonna burn that thing. We're gonna kill it. You know, all this type of stuff. But in reality, it's just you and what you have in you. Okay, guys? I hope that makes sense. So with cancer is something, the cells are dying rapidly. All right. For bone cancer specifically, when we look at bone health, we look at thyroid and parathyroid health. Okay. When we look at bone health, we look at thyroid, parathyroid health. Now, in order to get to that place, different things have to have happened. Like I said, I'm just going to go kind of like with the general that I see. I don't know anything about her, but I don't know anything about her lifestyle. But from what I see, it's usually from a high meat, high animal diet, because the animal diets leach the calcium from the body. Okay, it steals the calcium from the body. Okay, guys? When you are drinking things like sodas as well, sodas will leach the calcium from your body, steal the calcium from your body. Okay, and calcium just so happens to be in everything, not just bones, everything. Literally every single organ contains some type of calcium to hold it up. All right? But calcium is most abundant in the bones. Now, emotionally, you know, and energetically, this region right here, the throat region, that's usually their voices being suppressed. They're not speaking their mind. They're not speaking. Usually a lot of women have thyroid problems, you see, because a lot of women's voice are suppressed. They can't speak what they want to say in their relationships, or, you know, they fear repercussions from speaking, so they hold things in. You know, emotionally and energetically, I've seen a lot of bone issues, thyroid issues from that. Now, the colon, actually, let me say this. The bones, I learned how bones regenerate, and it was probably one of the most coolest things that I ever fucking learned. The bones regenerate from electricity. Bones regenerate with electricity and with red blood cells that turn themselves into bone. Red blood cells turn themselves into bone. Fucking blew my mind, bro. So knowing that, you want to invigorate the blood in that region. So cayenne pepper, drinking cayenne pepper daily, at least in, one of the best things that you can do actually is just make these shots. Now, I'm not repping this brand or anything like that, but make a shot, this amount, 2 ounces. Okay, you can make a shot of ginger, lemon, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And if you want to go a little crazy, you can do either oregano oil or horseradish. That's a little bit extreme, but you can do ginger, lemon, and cayenne pepper. At least half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper daily to invigorate the blood. Okay, because the bones need blood flow. If you want to do turmeric, that's fine. My mom really loved turmeric when she was conquering her arthritis. She really loved turmeric. If you want to do turmeric, that's perfectly fine. Now, for bone cancer, there's a couple herbs that I would target, or that I would use for the bones. We actually have a bone formula. We have actually a whole bone repair bundle that I'm just slacking on releasing it. I'll be very honest with you guys. We lost our graphic designer, so I haven't released it just off of that little reason. But I'll tell you the herbs that we use in our bone formula. Not sea moss, but bladderwrack is a great one for bone health. Bladderwrack, or sea moss, if you want to use sea moss, that's fine. I like bladderwrack. I think it's more potent. Bladderwrack, nettle leaf. Okay, nettle leaf. Nettle leaf. For her, nettle leaf will probably be very, very potent to drink at least 3 cups a day. Nettle leaf. It'll clear out the lymphatic system. It'll clear out the lymphatic system, and it also super high in calcium. anything for knee pain or wrist pain, what you can do, thank you. All you guys are making me realize how much this bone repair and ligament repair bundle, you guys are making me realize how important it is and that I need to push it out. But for a knee pain or wrist pain, I want you to take actually cayenne pepper. I want you to take about a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Okay? A teaspoon of cayenne pepper, put it in a little mixing cup, and then you can put some olive oil or some castor oil. Castor oil is a great one. And then you mix it, and then you put it in your hand. Super fast, where I can feel hella heat. You know, when you feel all that heat, you go in and you start massaging it. Now, obviously, if your wrist is messed up, you want to get somebody else to do it. You said for your grandma, I think that's the same one. If it's for your grandma, do your grandma a favor. You know, get that castor oil and that cayenne pepper, rub it in your hands real hard to where you feel that warm burning sensation, and you massage it in where it hurts. Okay, you massage it in the whole knee. Also, lymphatic massages are great as well. What's a herb for fat tissue? So the cayenne pepper. You can use it externally, doing just that, and internally. Every single morning, cayenne pepper, lime, and some warm water. Every single morning. A teaspoon. Anything for really bad hair loss? Aloe vera. Aloe vera. What you want to do is you cut it in half and scoop it out. Blend it with some water, or you can blend it with some coconut oil or some olive oil. Castor oil might be a little too thick, but some olive oil is usually perfectly fine. Put that in your hair every night. If it's really, really bad, every night. Wash it off in the morning or every other night. But you can do the aloe and water every single day. You just leave it in your hair all day, every day if you want to be very honest with you. If it's like really that bad, then aloe vera gel, you can even buy it in the thing at the stores. I prefer the actual plant, but get the aloe vera gel and put it in with some water, blend it, and just literally put it in. Put like a wrap on like this every single day. The wrist pain is the same thing that I explained to you. Herbs that balance estrogen and progesterone. Well, there's two things you want to focus on when you want to balance hormones, regardless of the hormones. Regardless of the hormones, whether it's male hormones, female hormones. Thank you, guys. I did this little wrap thing because my hair, I just don't want to do it. So I just put it up. I look like my daughter. My daughter does this all the time. But for any hormones, you want to look at these three things. Okay, the first thing is the pituitary. Okay, the first thing is the pituitary. All right, it's right in here, right in the middle of your head. Okay, right in the middle of your forehead. And what you want to do is get an herb that will target it. So if you're a woman, the most popular is chaste tree berry. Okay, chaste tree or chaste tree berry, whichever one you want to Google. Same thing. We have it in our Queen's bundle. So if you guys want to go on like a journey, we have all the herbs. We have our Queen's bundle. Maca root is great, especially for men as well. Saw palmetto is a great one. Those are usually like the most common ones. For women, you also have I don't really know how to pronounce it. Shatavari. I don't really know how to pronounce it, to be honest with you. But I've used it with my wife when she was struggling to breastfeed in the beginning. I gave her some Shatavari with this blend for lactation, and yeah, it's been almost 2 years and she's been breastfeeding. If the raspberry tea, so here's the thing with the cramps, guys. Here's the thing with the cramps. With the ladies, This is what I've learned. You have to clean out the colon. Okay, you have to clean out the colon. All right. Okay. Anything that I mention is not with any pharmaceutical, especially not birth control. If you're taking birth control, disregard anything I say. Probably just hop off the line. No, just kidding. But disregard anything I said on the balancing the hormones. You don't want to do anything like that with birth control, because birth control does the exact opposite. So you're literally just fighting it, you know? But you have to understand that with the cramps, you have to focus on the gut. Okay, you have to focus on the colon specifically. All right, the colon. So with that pituitary being down, you have to understand, if it's up, it's down low. Okay, as above, so below. To focus on this, you want to clean out this, because this is what feeds this. You understand, guys? So you don't want to just do raspberry tea, because you can, and it might give you some relief, but it's not going after the problem. Okay, the problem is your colon feeding this pituitary and also feeding the liver, backing up all the excess hormones in the liver, and it's throwing your shit off balance. Not only that, so those are the three organs: the liver, the colon, and the pituitary gland. Focus on those three. We have our queen's bundle and we have our king's bundle. Okay, that focuses on those three. Provides all the herbs and the fasting and all that type of stuff. If you want guidance, 20% off all of our herbs until Saturday. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that, if not, then get the individual herbs. But yeah, 20% off the entire site. But yeah, the pharma messes up your whole body, of course, because it's not of us. You have to understand, pharmaceuticals are not from Earth. We are from Earth. Therefore, we need things from Earth in order to fix us. You see what I'm saying? Man did not create man. Nature created man. Therefore, you go back to nature, not man. All right? You can go to man for the knowledge, but you cannot go to them for the medicine. All right? And so the nature has to have the medicine. All right? Nature does have the medicine. You have to connect with that. All right. The natural medicines out there are laughter, smiles, experiences, tears, movement, sunlight, herbs, water. Okay. These are the medicines of nature. I'm sure you can mean more. Yes. Nature meaning God. Yes. Okay. Nature is our mother. Nature is where we come from. All right. So respect it, connect with it, and live in harmony again. The reason why so many of us are out of balance is because they taught us a whole system. They made an entire school system, an entire medical system, entire government system. Okay. Everything to go against nature. Okay, and we wonder why we're so out of balance. Everything we do, everything we've been taught, everything we've been programmed, okay, it's to go against nature, to go against ourselves. That's why so many of y'all can't even do y'all New Year's resolution, because New Year's ain't in fucking January, and it's the middle of winter. You understand? So it's like everything we've been taught, everything, we go to sleep hella late at night. We put up lights at night, even though our bodies are supposed to see nothing, so we can go to sleep. You know, everything we do is the opposite of what we should be doing. We eat heavy meals in the morning when the morning time should be focused on elimination time, not accumulation time. Okay? We eat heavy meals at night so that our body isn't sleeping at night. We're still digesting at night. We wake up hella tired. We just slept 8 hours. You see what I'm saying? So everything we do, everything we've been taught is to go against nature. All right, you go to sleep at 7 p.m. Shit, you better than me. Not your boy. Has the discount code been applied? Yeah, 20% off of everything. No code needed. And it's all applied at the checkout. It says it at the top of the website on the header. 20% off of everything. And yeah. cleansing different organs. Yeah, it's really just about going back to equilibrium, going back to balance. Your body is supposed to be doing this already. It is doing it already. Okay, I want people to understand that. Your body is already detoxing. People say detoxing is not real. Your body does it whether you like it or not. Okay? It breathes for you. It beats your heart. It moves your blood for you. It eliminates toxins for you. Okay? We go against it by eating this we're not supposed to be eating, sleeping at this time, listening to this, doing this and that and the third. Okay, we go against it. Your body is trying to work like, oh shit, he's throwing so much at me, I can't. You know, and then 30, 40, 50 years of going against our body. You know what I mean? We get disease and then we're like, whoa, what? I ate a salad last week. I thought I was fine. You know what I mean? And that's not even going into generational, generational traumas and generational damage to the cells. I'm not even going to go into that. Yes, spring is the actual new year. If you guys didn't know, now you know. Spring is the actual new year. Start writing down your manifestations during spring and watch them all come to fruition. You want to keep trying to manifest stuff in the middle of winter when you should be hibernating, you should be sleeping, you should be reflecting, you should be staying in, you shouldn't be going out and gathering all the time, you shouldn't be going out and partying so much, you should be staying in with yourself. Okay? That's springtime, spring and summer. Learn to move with nature. You will not be disappointed, my friends. The bundle and what it does. So the bundles, all the bundles recreate. Yes. All the bundles that we have focus on a certain set of organs because we don't go after diseases. This is not medical advice. There's no disease talk. I do not diagnose, cure, blah, 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 any type of disease. Just to let that out there. That is my, warning or whatever you want to call it. So every single bundle goes after a specific set of organs that will result in this said disease. So let's say endometriosis, right? Since we're talking about the Queen's bundle, or impotence if we're talking about the King's bundle, right? It's going after, I asked the question, why would this happen? What has to go wrong in order for this to happen? Or you can, backtrack it. You ask, what organs keep this in place? So if you have too much estrogen, you ask, what organs are supposed to keep estrogen balanced? Oh, it's this organ. Okay. What organ is supposed to keep this in balance? Okay. What organ is supposed to keep this in? And you start working your way back. And this is how you cure anything, guys. I'm giving you the game right now. This is how you cure anything. Whatever it is that you have too much estrogen. You have too much fluid in your body. You have too much pressure in your body. What organ is responsible for keeping the pressure of the body right? Oh, the kidneys. Wow, why would the kidneys be? The kidneys must not be working since the pressure of the body is not stabilized. Well, what's responsible for the kidneys? Electrolytes. I have to have electrolytes in the kidneys. How do I get electrolytes to the kidneys? Oh, the colon is supposed to be absorbing the electrolytes. Dang. Oh, yeah, I have been constipated since I was like fucking 3 years old. Oh, yeah, I stay in the bathroom like 30 minutes because I can't get a poop out. Oh, that's why this smells like this. Oh, that's why this feels like this. Oh, that makes sense. You see what I mean? It's so simple, guys. I'm giving you all the game. It is so fucking simple. It's not easy, okay? Because then you have to focus on, what affects colon health? What I eat. Damn, what I eat has been fed to me for 100 years. Fuck, that's kind of hard. I don't even know what else to. This is the hard part. Okay? All right, the breaking the generational curses and the breaking the habits and the breaking free of the people and that's the hard part. How to fix something in the body is not fucking hard. All right. Or it's not complicated. It's very simple. All right, guys. In my opinion, the emotional and mental journey, way harder. Okay. Is ED an age problem? Hell no. I had ED when I was fucking 17. Hell no. ED is not an age problem. I thought it was an old man's problem. I had that shit when I was 17. I couldn't get nothing up. I was shooting blanks. All this type of stuff. 17 when I'm supposed to be a stallion. Right? So ED is not an age problem. ED is a colon problem. That's why if you want to touch your prostate, you stick your finger up where the sun don't shine. Okay? The prostate, the reproductive space, whether it's in a woman or a man, like this to the colon, best friends, neighbors. So if the colon is backed up and it's pushing up on this, what's going to happen? Okay? You start waking up. You don't have boners when you wake up. That's a problem. I mean, blood flow is not getting there. That means too much pressure is in there. Something might be pushing up against it. Okay? You probably ate at night. All right? There's hella stuff sitting in your colon waiting to get out. So no, ED is not an age problem. I can tell you that. Coconut water has tons of electrolytes. The coconut water and the lime mixed together, one of the most potent drinks that you can have in regards to electrolytes. One of the most potent, if not the most potent, that I personally know of. Okay. So if your silly questions, maybe what are electrolytes? Electrolytes are just minerals that are able to conduct electricity. Okay, minerals. That's all it is. You know, the sodium, the potassium, things like that. So if you want that, the coconut water and the lime, those are the highest amount of fucking electrolytes that you can find in fruits, that you can find in nature, bro. One of, if not the highest. Okay, put those together, you're good. Should we be doing regular enemas? I personally don't like things stuck up my ass. So I don't promote invasive any therapy. I don't like the invasion. I don't like it in modern medicine, how they prick you and they stick you and how they go in you and how they remove this and that. I don't like invasion. Okay, I think we can do everything without invading our body. Everyone promotes it, and I'm like, I'm not sitting on my ass, or I'm not sitting on my side just to stick something up my ass for 30 minutes. I have kids, bro. I can't be doing that shit. I gotta be up and about. I'm not running and chasing them with a fucking bag stuck to my ass. There's no way. So no, I would never promote it. I would never promote it. Oh my God. Yes, all the tropical fruits have amazing properties. I believe everywhere is supposed to be tropical. That's just me and my mind. But I believe everything is supposed to be tropical. We just fuck things up. My personal opinion. Do oranges have electrolytes? Yes. All the citrus are great. And that's why when you smoke, you want to drink orange juice. You know how they say Kush and OJ, because the smoke burns your electrolytes. This rehydrates you, so you feel great, you feel fine. Neuropathy in the feet. Go grab our what was it? Was it the sugar? The sugar overload bundle, or you can grab our too much pressure bundle. Either or. But what you want to do is get that cayenne pepper, drink that teaspoon and lime and some water. Okay, drink that every single day. You also want to drink things like parsley tea, things like cilantro tea, or if you want to make a green juice with cilantro and parsley. You can do ginger in there as well. That'll be great. Yeah, citrus is perfectly fine. Usually I like, on my healing journey, when I went on 8 months of just fruit, citrus or coconut water were the only things that I drank in the morning. Woo. Powerful. Powerful, powerful. Men's hair loss, go grab our King's bundle. I'm telling you guys, everything is 20% off on our site. Go grab our King's bundle. And aloe vera to your head every single day. Aloe vera gel to your head every single day. How to heal Crohn's. Crohn's is a little a little tough. I'll say that. I'll be very honest with you guys. Whenever I work with people with Crohn's, it's a little tough because like I said, guys, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple in the regards of what to eat, but it's hard because usually when you have Crohn's, you can only eat this amount, right? You can only eat a certain amount without having discomfort. So I tell people, pick the fruits that, and the greens, the small greens, not the kales or the broccolis. Try to stay away from those, and the cauliflower is too rough. But pick the fruits and the greens that don't cause you discomfort, and then stick with only those. So I've had people only be able to eat like 3 things, okay? And they have to eat those 3 things every single day. And it's like everything else causes, I've had people with that extreme of Crohn's. But if you have that discipline, you are able to conquer it. And if you have the right herbs, the right tools, you are able to conquer it. Okay? I think someone said RSO. I'm not familiar with it, but someone recommended RSO heals Crohn's. Things like the slippery elm, things like marshmallow root, our gut cleanser, even yarrow. I like yarrow a lot to tighten up the GI tract. Okay, if there's any ever ulcers or lacerations, it tightens it up. There's a good amount. There's a good amount of herbs for it. Thoughts on mucoid plaque? I feel like a lot of modern medical thinkers, they kind of just throw it out the window. And for me, it's kind of common sense that if you, let's say, go through the mud with your car and you never deep clean that mud off your car, you always leave a layer, and then you go back to that mud and you try to clean a little bit, and you go back to that mud and you keep doing it, eventually there's going to be some type of buildup, some type of crust that you never got rid of because you were constipated, or you barely drank any liquids, and you ate all this cooked foods, all this type of stuff that combines to leave you with this plaque on your intestines. You're eating a lot of fats, a lot of animal fats, I should say, which is very, very sticky. You're eating a lot of white flour, which white flour is, or that gluten, the gluten. You're eating a lot of gluten. Okay, guys, things like that. For me, they're just very sticky, very just like kind of stick to you substances. Anything for anemia? Yeah, we have our Energia tea, really high in iron, and it focuses on your adrenal glands, which is why you have the anemia to begin with. Okay, the adrenal glands, your autonomic nervous system. Okay, guys. I healed myself. Shout out to you, Miss White. Shout out to you.